What's good YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Today's video topic is how to get a bigger chest. So I've got 5 tips for you. But first, I just want to explain to you guys what the chest actually does. So the chest does horizontal adduction, which is this movement here. So basically our shoulder joint and our humerus come towards the midline of the body. It also does internal rotation. So basically when the shoulder does this, which is also the same as this. So if you actually get your arm and rotate like this, you're going to feel a nice contraction in your chest. And thirdly, the upper chest does transverse adduction, which is just this movement. So it actually comes across the midline of the body and upwards. Alright, so the chest has 2 heads. The first is the clavicular head, also known as the upper chest. And the other head is the sternocostal head, which runs across here underneath that upper chest area. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Tip number 1. To get a bigger chest, you have to increase your bench press. So people who can bench press more have a bigger chest. Basically, every study shows this. And it's just simple logic, guys. Increase bench press and your chest will grow.
UPR.
Okay, number 2, you need to train your upper chest. You can't keep doing flat or decline bench press. You do have to train your upper chest if you want it to look bigger, especially at the collarbone area. Alright, so the way to train your upper chest, as I mentioned before, your upper chest does transverse adduction, which is this movement. So you can do incline bench press, you can do reverse grip bench press, or you can do use a cable machine and basically almost do a front raise, but not quite. Instead of going straight out like this, we want to come across the body and upwards. And that's because the upper chest fibers run that way. So they actually run. So they lengthen and they shorten like that.
999. 1000.
Now, the lower the incline, the better. As the incline gets higher and higher and higher, we get more shoulder flexion. And the shoulder flexion is just this action here. So the higher the incline, we get greater activation in our front deltoids because of more shoulder flexion. So in order to work more of the upper chest, we should leave the bench on a lower incline. Normally 15 degrees is perfect. The reverse grip bench press is a very, very underrated exercise and not many people even know about it. Now it does work the triceps and front deltoids a little bit more than the standard bench press, but it also activates the upper chest a hell of a lot more than your normal standard bench press. If you don't have access to a cable machine, your next best bet is to grab a dumbbell and just start doing this exercise. Low to high dumbbell raise. And you're really going to feel your chest, upper chest, right at that top contraction. Alright, next up, you have to increase your training frequency. So if you're training chest once a week, unless you're a beginner, it won't grow.
Bro, my chest just won't grow. I've been training it like once a week. I did 10 exercises yesterday on my chest. I've been doing that for 3 years now. I just can't get it to grow, bro. I've just got a naturally small chest. It's just genetics.
You have to train it at least 2 to 3 times per week if you really want to see some growth happening. Alright. Okay, fourthly, full range of motion. No half reps, guys. Don't cheat. Use correct form, correct technique. Get that full range of motion. Okay, this is why cable flies are so good for that. Because instead of doing dumbbell flies, where it's easy at the top and there's no tension and it's hardest at the bottom, you can use the cables and there's tension the whole time.
Guys, I don't do full reps because I'm really trying to target my chest. So all I do is half reps. And it's a real nice contraction right here. I'm going to get so massive.
Alright, fifthly, do push-ups. You can do bodyweight push-ups or weighted push-ups, but you have to do this to keep your scapula and shoulders healthy. From all the pressing, most people will develop a weak serratus anterior, which is this muscle that comes across here. So, to stay in the long run and to keep our shoulders happy, do push-ups, strengthen up that serratus anterior, and another great exercise for that is to also do pullovers, dumbbell pullovers. Alright, so the trick with having push-ups work more of your serratus anterior is to, once you come up here, you want to push yourself away from the ground as hard as you can and as far as you can. So do your normal push-up, come up, and then push yourself away as far as you can, and you're really going to feel your serratus anterior engage. Oh. So essentially at the top of your push-up, all you're doing is a little extra push away. So the trick with pullovers is to lift the weight up, then just like with the push-ups, try and push the weight as far away from you as possible. I just said as possible, and really protract those shoulders. So reach out as far as you can. Then keep reaching out as you come down, and then keep reaching out as you come back up. So the reason why our serratus anterior gets weak is because during all bench press movements, we have our scapulas depressed, which means that our scapulas come down towards the back pockets of our bum, basically. So here, and we draw all that down towards our bum, and we stick our chest out. Now the reason why the serratus gets weak is because when we depress our scapula, our serratus becomes less active because we're not protracting. So the serratus is activated when the shoulders protract and reach forward, like when you punch. That's why it's known as the boxer's muscle. But when we have our shoulders depressed and our chest is out, we don't protract, we're holding all of this isometrically. That's why it's also so important to have upper back strength if you're looking to increase your bench press. Alright guys, that's my top 5 tips for getting a bigger chest. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more videos. I was waiting for it. I know. Okay. Good work. Settle. I'm trying to record. No, don't bite. Gentle.
I don't do full bench.